When people found out that I was a flight attendant and could travel almost anywhere in the world, but I'd returned to Brazil over a dozen times, their first question was, why Brazil? Like many people that come first to Brazil, I was in love with the beaches, and then I visited all the tourist sites and took a million pictures. After about 4 years of coming to Brazil, I had found my favorite hostel and my favorite neighborhood, Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro. It was while staying at that hostel that I first noticed signs for a female president running for office. That same night, I went to my room, and one of my dorm mates, who was a Brazilian, gave a very impassioned speech about how she hoped that the candidate, Dilma Rousseff, would change the inequality, improve the environment and infrastructure, upgrade the educational system, and improve the racism and sexism. I knew there were changes coming with the World Cup 2014 and the Olympics 2016. Would the disenfranchised be able to take advantage of the money, education, and power coming to Brazil?
Okay, there's a difference between visiting Rio
and living in Rio.
Okay.
Because most people that visit Rio end up like from the airport to Copacabana, and from Copacabana to Ipanema, Leblon, Baja, and then from Baja they go back to Copacabana where they have the hotel or guest house or whatever they stay in, and then they're gone. And from maybe sometimes a few of them will go to the Presidente or go to other places,
Pau do Sul,
tourist attractions. But there is a difference between all these places and then the main Estado do Rio. That is not really the Rio de Janeiro town, that is the Copacabana. And trust me, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not about tall buildings and fancy lights and flashy lights and beaches and all that. Trust me, there is a lot more to it. There is a lot more. There's a lot.
So, Rutimi, can you tell me what is it about Brazil that has made you come here from Nigeria and made you stay?
Well, to start with, I would say it's the girls. It's the girls. And after the girls, it has to be the beach. And after the beach, it has to be just love fun. It's nice. I love funk, and I love the 24 hours party, and I love the nightlife, because I'm a nightlife person. And what else? It's a relaxed town. Yeah, you work, but you don't really work all day, and then you don't have a routine like from the office to the house, and then back to the office and back to the house. It's not cheap here. It's not cheap. It's not cheap here. But if you have a good job that gets a reasonable amount of money, you don't really need a lot of money. Just something reasonable. And I was coming here and I was like, someone was telling me like, if you come to Brazil, you have to stay in Copacabana, because if you don't stay in Copacabana, if you go outside Copacabana, you're gonna get robbed, because it's filled with drug stars and bandits and all that. If you live anywhere outside Copacabana, you're gonna get shot, because there's always a drug war, and if you live in the favelas, it's filled, and all those things I saw on TV. Each time I watch TV, it's all about favelas and drug wars, and yeah, they are favelas. Yeah, they are bandits. Yeah, they are. Yeah, like every other place they are. But I think it's not exactly just favelas. There's a lot more to it than just the drugs. Yeah, there is the drugs, but there's a lot more. There's a lot more. And so, if I would recommend somebody to come, certainly I would. It's nice. Personally, I love it.
I had just finished the first part of my interview with Rutimi. I left my camera with him at the beachside bar and went downstairs to the ladies' room. After paying my £2 to the restroom attendant, I went to a stall saying a scupa as I brushed by the attendant's girlfriend, who was leaning over an overstuffed backpack and in the middle of a discussion. I thought nothing of it. I went back to the table, but after more interviewing and another cerveza, I had to go back to the bathroom. I noticed the same overstuffed backpack on the floor of the stall next to mine. I finished and went to wash my hands, looking up as the same girl came out dressed in a red sequin dress that barely covered anything. She then plugged her hairdryer into a socket, causing the hand dryer not to work. As she saw me approach, she politely took her plug out, but I shook my hands and my head, and I left the bathroom.
My name is Zezinho. I live in Rocinha, which is the largest favela in Brazil. Over 300,000 people live here. I'm a tour guide, and of course have guests here on a tour on my friend's roof here to oversee the community and show them about the culture of the favelas, which I think is an important thing that people need to know, that people in favelas are not all criminals and thieves and stuff, you know. So for me, I think it's important to show the culture here. In terms of the World Cup and the Olympic Games, I mean, I don't know why they were chosen. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't be, but I'm not really much into politics or what the process is to be chosen for that. The government has recently started to implement forces that go into the favelas, and of course they are trying to clean up the city. I think Rio has a reputation outside to be dangerous. I personally don't think it's any more dangerous than anywhere else. I think it's like anywhere. If you're smart, you're not going to have a problem. They've started in my favela a lot of construction. They built 210 apartment units down at the bottom of the hill, which you'll get to see a little later on. You'll probably film if you want. A sports center with a swimming pool and a football field. A community center, and the daycare and a hospital, which our community desperately needs. 300,000 people, we're a city, so of course there's certain things that we need. So I mean, it's a good change, but I'm at 48 years old. I question why, like why now? You know, why 2008, 2009 they're starting these things. So I know it has to do with the World Cup. They're trying to show the world that they're making an attempt to help poor people.
When I came in October, I was taking the Real bus from the airport, and there were panels, like these glass panels with artwork along the highway. And I was like, I've been coming here many, many years. Why all of a sudden now? And then I started seeing, you know, some of them are cracked. And I talked to a couple of people there, like, well, they're trying to hide the first view of the favelas. What are your thoughts about those panels? Have you seen them?
No, but I'm aware of them. In Rio, the news presents it as they're trying to protect the favela from the noise of the freeway, right? You build a wall to protect the people, but, you know, favelas exist because this country doesn't have low-income housing for people. So favelas are the alternative. We don't have a social welfare system. We don't have Section 9, food stamps, welfare. We don't have that here. You have to work.
Here, the first thing I saw is the people, the feeling of the people. It's really, everybody's really excited. The things I saw the change, I say in the way of the tourism. This year they offering like a free course for kids, old people, for improve the English and another language. What I'm doing right now, like a tourism course for free, is amazing. Well, another important change I'm seeing here is in the transportation. Now the subways, stations, and the bus stops really organized. We saw the difference of this carnival here, like a lot of people, they organized the stops. And years ago, for you left to Copacabana to downtown, you need like 40-50 minutes. Right now, like in 30 minutes by bus, you get there. I think this is really important, because I can imagine when the athletics will be here, you know, everybody will need to run in the city, and this, I see the people, some people not accept the change. Yeah, they changed to make like a post, like a small hospitals in the parts of the city nobody was taking care. The receptive of the tourists. I think this is never we saw that, and I saw where I'm studying right now. I see 50 people, you know, like still happy because this thing is free. I think this is only growing. That things to we accept more the tourists, and that our value will be good, not only with money, only with samba. No, I think the city will be better, and this I want.